It seems that the British summertime has already come to an end. It has not stopped raining here for probably about a week already. But we don't worry about that, because that means that it's time for me to start a new series on this channel that I've been planning on starting for a few months now, and that is going to be EDC gear haul videos. A couple of months ago now, Prime Day came around, and I did a Amazon Prime Day EDC gear haul video for that. I'll link that here if you haven't seen it already. Basically, what I did was I just bought a bunch of EDC gear that I thought was going to be useful and reviewed it and shared it with you guys. And that's essentially what these videos are going to be like. Here at the channel, I get sent a lot of gear to test and review and share with my audience. And because there's so much of it, I thought the best way for me to do this is every few weeks, I'll be doing a video just like this, basically sharing with you guys and reviewing my favourite gear that has come to the channel in those few weeks. And then from there, I'll be able to make specific dedicated videos according to the certain products that you guys like the most. So during these videos, if there's a certain product that you really like and you'd like to see a more in-depth video of, don't hesitate to leave me a comment and I'll do my best to make a video on that product if there's enough love going towards it. As always in these videos, anything that's in the video featured will be linked below, and if I have an affiliate code for the company that I'm talking about, that will also be linked below, which benefits you and benefits me because you get a discount and I get affiliate money. Win-win. So without further ado, let's get into it. And the first things we're going to be talking about today are the knives that I've been sent over the last few weeks. So first things first, we're going to talk about the UK legal knives that have made their way to the channel in the last few months. And the first one, this is one that wasn't sent to me. I paid for this myself because it was recommended to me by a viewer on the channel. And this knife is the Black Fox Bean V2. This was recommended to me, like I said, from a viewer of the channel. And this knife is brilliant. It costs literally £30. It's on a double detent mechanism, which is actually very, very stiff, both to open and close the knife. I've had absolutely no trouble with this knife folding up on me at all. 440C blade steel, which means that it is going to hold an edge very well. It's not the best blade steel in the world, but it's also not the worst. I carried it for a few weeks here and there, and it cuts good, it sits in the pocket good, and it feels good to use. Obviously, you can't get a good grip on it like you would a big proper knife, because this is just designed to be a UK legal carry, just sit in your pocket and be used essentially as a box opener, or to be used for any other small tasks that you might have. For these small everyday tasks, I can't think of anything more you would need than this knife. Next up, sticking with the UK legal side of things, but just on the different end of the spectrum, this knife is an absolute monster. This is the Vero Engineering Neuron, and this costs 10 times the price of the Black Fox Bean, with good reason. One, it's from Vero Engineering. They are a very, very high-end brand. If you're not sure on who they are, check them out on Instagram. Their stuff is ridiculous. This knife is incredible. I have broken it, which we will be talking about when I do a full review on this knife, which is coming fairly soon. But it's not a big problem. All I did was I got out of my car and the pocket clip got caught on my seatbelt and just ripped clean off the knife. So I do need to get that sorted out. But other than that, this knife is incredible. I think the blade steel is S30V, or it could be S35. And then we've got titanium scales. It's on the double detent mechanism, and I literally just released a video talking about how you can mod knives like this one to stop them closing up on you so easily where they're on a double detent mechanism. So if you want to watch that, check this video out here. But I do genuinely love this knife and would recommend it to anyone. So if you are looking for something that is very reliable, very tough, apart from the clip, and very sharp and easy to use, this is definitely something you should consider. The next thing is more of a multi-tool, but still UK legal. And this is something that was also recommended to me that I purchased with my own money. This is the Next Tool Mini Flagship. It's essentially like a Gerber dime. It's a very small multi-tool, only this is a lot better than the Gerber dime. So on this, you've got your standard pliers, spring-loaded, and they feel fantastic in the hand. Then you have a Phillips head screwdriver. You've got your flathead screwdriver with a nail file built in. And then on the other side of the tool, you've got a bottle opener and tin opener. And then next to that, you have a nice little sheep's foot style blade. Not very sharp, but you don't carry these tools for the knives, you carry them for the other functionality. And then the other thing's really cool is normally on a small multi-tool, you've got a very tiny set of useless, shitty scissors. On this, you actually have a pair of scissors that are about the same size as the pliers, and these are very capable scissors, good enough to stand up with some Victorinox ones. So I genuinely highly recommend this little tool. It goes for between £25 and £40 depending on sales and where you get it from, but it is so good for anyone that needs a little tool to carry around in their fifth pocket for general inner pinch tasks on a daily basis. The first, in quotes, proper knife we're going to talk about today is the Atlas from Kubi Knives. This knife is a chunky boy. Kubi reached out to me a few weeks ago and offered to send me this knife out to test and review, and as soon as it turned up, I was very impressed with this knife. As you can see, it's a rather large knife with a very nice sort of sheep's foot blade. You've got G10 scales on this knife and a 14C28N blade steel, so not the most expensive and reliable blade steel, but still a good one to keep a knife budget. This knife does go for around $80 or £75, depending on where you're buying from. And you've obviously got on the back a flipper tab to open it with, or you've got a thumb hole or finger hole to be able to spidey flick it, or if you're so inclined, you could thumb flick it if you have the skills, you know. Nice deep carry clip, sits very low in the pocket, and even though it's a big knife, it's fairly lightweight. I'm not sure on the weight, but I don't really realise that it's in my pocket because it does fold up fairly nice and small. So check these knives out and any other knives from Kubi. Listen to that sound, and I can promise you will not be disappointed in what you receive. Next up, we have a knife from Vostede, and again, when this arrived, I was very impressed. This has similar specs to the Kubi Atlas we were talking about. This is the Vostede Raccoon, and as you can see, this could do with a good clean. I carried this in my pocket for a couple of weeks straight when it got here because I do genuinely really like this knife. The way it feels in the hand feels super premium, and it cuts very well. As you can see, I have slightly chipped the top of the blade just from hard use. I was using this, I can't even remember what for now, but something I probably shouldn't have been, and I did manage to take a chip out of the top of the blade, but that's not anything to worry about because you can just reprofile it nice and easy and put a nice new edge back on it. 14C28N blade steel, just like the Kubi knife, and it has micarta scales. Again, deep carry clip. This one has a lanyard hole if you want to. Axis lock, similar to Benchmade knives, and the action is fantastic. And then if you want to open it with a thumb stud, you can open it with a thumb stud as well. And the action, again, is brilliant. Goes for £75. Left and right hand reversible pocket clip. Great little knife. Check them out. The last knife we're going to talk about today is one that I have decided is my favourite of all time EDC pocket knives. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because I've done an entire video on it and I'll link it here. But this is the Big Idea Design Lookout Fixed Blade. This thing is unbelievably good. For $200, you get a knife that is as pretty and useful as this. It's a fixed blade, so it's super strong. M390 blade steel, which is a very good blade steel. Titanium scales, and even if you didn't want the scales on it, you could take them off and not lose any of the strength of the knife. Kydex sheath, comes with 2 sheaths in the packet, left and right hand for whatever way you want to carry it, and I genuinely do not have a bad word to say about this knife. This is the first product in today's video that I have an affiliate code for, so if you want 10% off your order, click the link in the description below and use this code in the checkout to get your discount. This next product is from Alpaca Gear, and if you're a viewer of this channel, you'll know I'm a very big fan of Alpaca Gear. I'm an affiliate for them, so there will be an affiliate code below for this product and any other product that you want from Alpaca Gear, 15% off. This is the Alpaca Gear Zip Pouch Wallet. I think that's the right name. It could be the wrong name, but either way, that's what it is. Essentially, what this is what I believe to be one of the best travel wallets money can get. It's made out of a very tough nylon material. It's waterproof and scratch resistant, and I guess tear proof. I haven't tried it yet because I don't want to break the wallet because I use it while I'm traveling. But on the outside, you have a slot for either a card or for some cash. I fit some half cash in there because when you're traveling, especially around Europe like I do a lot, cash is what you use the most, so just having it in the front of this wallet, easily accessible, is key. Underneath this zip, which is a YKK zipper, I believe, you have the inside of the pouch with Alpaca Gear's signature orange interior. And then in there, you have a slot on either side for cards, or if you wanted to put cash on the inside instead of on the outside, you could put your cash there. And then a big open space, which could be used for a multitude of things, but I generally use it to keep coins in, because coins in your pocket are the worst. So being able to have them in here zipped up and not moving around too much is ideal. The next product is another wallet, and it's from a company called Double Oaked Essentials. This isn't their main product line, and I will talk about what their main product line is in a minute, even though it's completely irrelevant to EDC, but still something near and dear to my heart, so I'm going to share it in this video anyway. But this wallet is super cool. It has multiple features. As you can see, it's a very nice color leather. I'm not sure what leather it is, but it smells great, looks great, and I feel like it's going to patina fantastically. I've only used this wallet briefly for a week or so, because they sent it to me just before summer came and then the hot weather came. Yes, we did get a little bit in the UK this year, and obviously I don't want to be carrying around a bulky wallet in the hot weather. I want to minimize things down to something really small and lightweight. But like I said, this wallet's really cool. On the inside of the leather part, you've got 2 card slots, which you could probably fit 2 cards in each, and then behind there, space for some more cards. On the other side, you've got an elastic strap to be able to keep quartered cash. And then behind there, you have the metal part of the wallet, which is where you can store your extra cards. You can fit probably up to 6 cards in here, and it's quick access with this button on the side. It just fans your cards out for you so you can see which one you need. And the super cool thing about this is if you don't want to carry the leather part and you just want the little card wallet itself, you can remove this metal part from the leather, and it's MagSafe compatible, which is great because it means that you can just simply have your cards in this metal part and attach it to the back of your phone and not have to worry about where your wallet is, because it's attached to the phone like a MagSafe wallet. Only this MagSafe wallet is brilliant, unlike the shit that Apple makes. Like I said a minute ago, the wallet isn't their main product line. Their main product line is stuff to do with whiskey. One of their main product lines is something else that they sent out to me when they sent the wallet, and that is their whiskey infusion kit. I do plan on making a few videos using these products soon. I haven't had a chance to test them out yet because I've been doing other things, but by the looks of it, it looks absolutely brilliant. So in short, like I said, it's a whiskey infusion kit, so it comes with a couple of bottles inside this box, and then all your different pellets to help infuse your whiskey with, I suppose. You have different flavors like chocolate, American Dream, oak barrel, dried apple, coffee, orange peel, and there's a few more in here because the box is quite deep. And then in the other box, you have a whiskey smoking kit, because you've got pecan flavor, cherry flavor, and apple flavor here, along with a few other parts in here that I do need to figure out how to use. But like I said, I am going to be doing videos on this and properly testing out these products very soon. So if you want to stick around to watch those videos and find out exactly what these kits do, hit the subscribe button and these videos will be coming shortly. The last bulk items we're going to go through now are a couple of pouches and slings, and I've just got a couple of little accessories I want to share with you before we close this video out. But the next product we're talking about is this. This is the Joey from Andar. They sent this out to me a little while ago. I do have an affiliate link with them, so I'll put that on the screen here for you now. And what this is essentially is a pouch. The materials on this are, I believe, wax canvas and full grain leather. I wasn't really sure what to use this for when they sent this out to me, but over the last few weeks I've been using this as just a pouch to keep all my cables in my daily bag for charging my phone or charging my laptop, or USB-C cables for hard drives, like you name it. It's just great for storing my cables in. And the reason I thought of that is because when they sent this as well, they sent out their Andar cable burritos, which are essentially these little wraps that you wrap around your cables. They're made out of leather and they just keep your cables nice and tidy. So I thought, why not use these cable organizers and this pouch as a way of keeping all of my cables and some SSDs in a nice controlled space when they're in my bag, because in the past I've been known for just chucking shit in my bag and not having it organized. So this has really been a game changer to help keep my bag more organized. Everybody knows about sling bags nowadays. Everyone's making sling bags. Everyone in the EDC world is carrying sling bags. even people that aren't part of the EDC world are carrying sling bags as well. And this sling bag in particular is one of my favourites out of all of the sling bags that I've carried. How many times can you say sling bag in one paragraph? But anyway, this is the Tom Top Compact, and this has travelled around the world with me. As you can see, it's not supposed to be this colour. It's filthy because it has been used a lot. This came with me on my most recent trip to America, and I used it daily to keep all of my EDC items in. And then I took it to Amsterdam with me a couple of months ago and used it daily there for anything that I needed when I was out and about around Amsterdam City, being a tourist. I'm not entirely sure what the litre capacity of this is, but it's a fairly big sling bag and it expands very, very well due to the materials it's made out of and just the way it's designed. Like, I fit a lot of stuff in here. You've got good organisation on the inside, a couple of elastic pockets, a big pocket at the back which you could put like a Nintendo Switch in or an iPad mini potentially, and then a big area inside this in the main compartment that you can just fill it up with any of the shit that you want to fill it up with. On the front, you have a little front pocket which has 2 organiser pockets and then your key clip. And then it also has on the back one of those secret pockets, which is great for when you're using this in travel because you can just put your passport in here, you could put your wallet in here, any important documents you might need, and they're just kept safe and out of the way from any criminals or dickheads that might feel like stealing your stuff. And finally, onto the last big bulky item of today's list, and this one is a pouch slash sling, which is really cool. This is from a company called Lockbee, and this is their Venture pouch. On the top, like a normal bag, you have your standard zipper compartment which opens up and you've got some internal storage. So you've got a couple of mesh pockets on one side, and then next to that just a standard open spot which you can put more stuff in. And then on the other side, past this middle divider, you just have a open free access pocket to fill with stuff that you want to fill it with. On the bottom side of this is really, really cool. You have a zip again, which opens up in a sort of clamshell way with some elastic organisers inside, which means that you can put a few things in here and keep them organised in this bottom half of the pouch without having to worry about them rattling around or getting mixed up. This is such a great size, and where it's made out of waxed canvas means that it's super nice and flexible, so I can keep this in a daily bag and it takes up virtually no space at all. And then finally, we're just going to talk about a few other little knickknacks and I'll let you be on your way. So the first little knickknack is something you're going to get sick of hearing me talk about very soon, but it's something that I'm obsessed with at the moment because it's one of the most helpful things ever, and that is these foldable titanium sporks. I bought these in the Amazon Prime Day sales and they're about £3 or £4 each. And they're honestly some of the best £3 or £4 that I've ever spent in my life. They come in so handy, not only for travel, like, you know how it is, I've said this a few times now, but when you're traveling or even when you're just going out for the day and you're buying food in a takeaway place, they give you shitty plastic cutlery or paper cutlery now in the UK, or cardboard cutlery that just doesn't do anything. As soon as you stab a bit of food, it breaks. But with these, multi-purpose because they are a spork, obviously. Titanium, so they're nice and strong. Foldable, so it folds up really nice and small into any pouch or pocket or wherever you're going to put it. And when they're open and secured into place, they're nice and solid and they are great to use. I've used these plenty of times already, so they're kind of invaluable in a way because they cost so little and they just get used so often. This is probably one of my most used parts of my EDC. The Victorinox Jet Setter. I came across this a couple of months ago. It is £12 and it's a carry-on friendly Victorinox Swiss Army knife. It does only have a couple of tools on it. What you have is a very small Phillips head screwdriver, more like a glasses screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper, and then on the other side a very small, but obviously being Victorinox, very capable pair of scissors, and then your standard toothpick and tweezers as you would find on majority of any other Victorinox products. Like I said, this is £12 and it's carry-on friendly. I took this in my carry-on luggage to Amsterdam, so I know that it works. Got there and back, no questions asked. So essential bit of kit really is having something to be able to use as a screwdriver, something to cut something with, and a bottle opener, because when you're going on holiday, you drink a lot, so you need a bottle opener. So like for £12, you cannot go wrong with this. Small enough to keep on a key ring, small enough to literally keep anywhere, but also small enough to lose, so make sure you know where you've put it. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would like to tell you that this is the very last product in this first initial EDC gear haul video, and although this isn't 100% EDC related, it kind of is at the same time. This is a couple of products from a company called Coppertist, and they're more of a jewellery company. They make some super cool products out of copper, and the first one is this little like rattlesnake pendant. So cool. It's based off a rattlesnake tail, and it all moves and looks really cool, and it's made out of copper, and I think it's badass, and I wear this necklace a lot. The chain is just a chain from Clocks and Colours, but what I really want to talk to you guys about today from Coppertist is this. This is again another necklace, all from Coppertist this time, including the chain, but this is supposed to be like a little squid, and it looks really cool, but the secret that's cool about this is if you twist the face of it all the way off, what you've got in here is a small blade. Not sharp enough really to do any damage to you or anything, but what it's perfect for is being a package opener. And it doesn't really matter about keeping it too clean or anything like that, because at the end of the day, it's not like a pocket knife, it is just a part of a necklace. But I think that this little gadget is super cool, and it has come in handy a fair few times. And that, all you troopers, is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments below if you found anything in this video that you think is useful. If you found anything in particular in this video, like I said at the beginning, that you'd like me to do a full-length feature video of, to explain in a little bit more detail about the product and how I would use it myself or how other people could use it. If you like this video, leave me a like, subscribe if you're not already. Every single little bit of engagement counts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.